No, leave it going, leave it going. Being asked to be best man was a real honour, even if it was only to help Mark out not having to choose between Scott and Espo. Hang on, this ain't going to work. Stan, can you hold that?
Well, I've got to aim that way. Like that.
Yeah,
make sure.
Higher.
Make sure who's in the
Higher.
picture.
Higher.
No, I don't get baldy head in it.
No, go on, sit down.
Okay, alright? Go on out. Hood, is that good?
No, that's good, that's good.
In
That's
the wood?
Yes, that's it. So for those of you that don't know me, I've lived next door to Mark for 25 years and we've known each other for nearly 30, as he just said. We've travelled the world together, as he just said.
Got that one.
And we've been there for each other when needed. One of my greatest memories with Mark is a weekend trip travelling, a weekend camping trip down in Newbury. It was a Dembo bat and ball competition and ended up taking the bat and ball competition home.
Yeah,
Alex,
I went there.
you're okay now, mate, yeah?
I weren't there. All the Dembos don't like that.
You might get it back one day. And keep that still, Stan.
Yeah.
It's only been a minute and you're struggling already. We've got hours to go, yeah?
Still do that.
Another hour.
It's focused, that one.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking, you don't need to hold it. We'll just put that there, yeah?
I don't mind.
So as best man, I have to do a speech that sheds some light on Mark to show who he truly is. Luckily for Mark, most of my memories are either hazy due to alcohol, inappropriate for an occasion like this, or they incriminate me too. And I'm not going to do that. So, some of the things that I'm not allowed to talk about. First thing is Mark doing the windmill. So if you do want to know about it, Dean, you can tell everyone. He's got a belt on this time. Or, second thing is being sick off the side of Ross's dad's boat, or in the uni boat. Ross, you can tell everyone about that later. Being caught dancing alone in his bedroom to his new Sony stereo, doing the one finger dance as he does. Eslo.
Oh no.
The fourth thing he really didn't want me to talk about was sharting. Where was that, Mark? Down the Moormill, Magaloo.
I don't know.
There was a couple of times, weren't there?
It's going downhill fast.
Chasing Skittles. Scott, you can tell him about that one. Or even eating Brit stick. Or the big one was when he crashed in Mark Newham's moped. Walked off as if nothing had happened, but really he had a hole the size of a 50p in his elbow. The list goes on, doesn't it, Mark? So Mark's got a degree in economics, but he's done some stupid things in his time that would make you question this. So I'm pleased that we've made it through the meal without having to take Mark to hospital. Mark's got a habit of smelling everything, especially food. When he was younger, he got a Rice Krispie stuck up his nose. He had to be pinned down by Bev and tweezed out. How old was you, Mark, when that happened?
About 4?
I wasn't sure even. I wasn't sure if it was tweezed out, so I texted Bev, didn't I, Bev? I messaged you about it. I think we got our stories mixed up though, because all the reply I got was Mark gave one big blow.
And it was the Cocoa Pop.
It was a Cocoa Pop, and it.
It was a Cocoa Pop.
Bev has always been there for Mark, like all good mums should be, and she was needed once again when me, Scott and Mark was playing in the garage and we come across a roll of fiberglass. Mark Mark being told not to play with the fiberglass, thought it'd be funny to start rubbing the fiberglass up and down his legs, up and down his arms. It was quite funny. It was quite funny until we started turning redder and redder. So we had to go in. A couple of hours later, when I went and knocked for Mark, I walked into the house, and there he was, laying on the sofa, with his head in his mum's lap, in his little white pants, like a lobster covered in calamine lotion. Do you? So the least economical moment has got to be when Mark was in New Zealand. He was staying in a party hostel, but the hostel had no CD player had no speakers. But that was until one day Mark was walking down the high street and was approached by an attractive young lady offering him some speakers at a bargain price. Mark thought, the guys back at the hostel are going to think I'm the nuts. So Mark jumped into the car, made his way out through the hilly suburbs until they pulled up outside a house and said, the guy selling the speakers lives just up here on the right, but he thinks I'm buying the speakers, so you better jump out, give me the cash and we'll come back to you. 5 minutes passed, Mark's still standing at the side of the road and he realises they're not coming back. He was stranded in the middle of nowhere with no money and no way of getting home. And this is the guy working on our country's budget. Walked.
Good shot.
Yeah.
So, Mark and I even got the same tattoo. So before we went travelling, we walked into the tattoo shop and just picked something off the wall that we thought we liked the look of. It wasn't until we was in Australia we started seeing the sign scattered about in different places. We thought this logo's a bit more popular than we thought it was. We better find out what it actually is. So we Googled it, found out that we'd actually had inked into our skin for the rest of our lives the biochemical hazard waste logo. So what we done before we come out to Croatia was we thought we'd get a pair of matching tattoos that would symbolise our bromance. Mark's is in a bit of a private place, so we can't show you, but do you want to see mine?
Yeah.
Can you see it? It's a bit dark. Oh, that was cool. I'll show you later.
Tell them what it says.
It says AH Hearts MD. A nice little rainbow and a pink kitten. Once Mark's had a few drinks, he'll show you his.
I've seen that one.
Stan just said, I've never seen that one. It's a henna of what he's done today on the beach. So, now Mark and Louise are married, they're going to embark on a major milestone in their relationship. The next step is going to get onto the property ladder. I can't wait for them to be throwing barbecues, hosting dinner parties, and dancing away to the Libertines until the early hours of the morning. It's going to be hard to find a bit more beautiful cottage than they're living now in Welling. But we all know how much Mark loves to paint and decorate. So they're going to be looking for a project property. And after today, Mark has assured me that he and Louise will be banging the screw in at every opportunity. Cheers, Ollie.
I can hear it.
You can hear it? Tell me later.
Carry on, carry on.
So before I move on to the mushy stuff, I just want to let everyone know, if you're caught up talking to Mark, Matt, Harry or Dean about the tricky issues or the volatility of the financial markets and the developed economics affecting all of us, I've brought along the paddle of rebuke.
You mate?
Yeah, it's pretty good, ain't it? Look, proper walnut. Right, so I know you're all thinking how ravishing the groomsmen are looking today, but I'm sure you also all agree that the bridesmaids have truly outshone all of us guys. There's only one person that upstages all of us though, and it's Louise. I remember the first time Mark introduced me to Louise down in Portsmouth. I remember thinking, cool, how's he managed that? Louise was friendly, bubbly and easy to talk to, and I always hoped they went the distance. It did take Mark a few years to ask the question, but good things come to those who wait. In all seriousness,
You're good.
I wish you both nothing but the best for the future. You're a fantastic, unique and perfectly matched couple, and I hope all your dreams come true and live a healthy, long and happy life together.
Hooray. Lovely.
Mark, I hope you know how much I love you. You're a true friend. Thank you for this proud honour of being your best man. And on behalf of the whole wedding party, we'd like to thank you for sharing this wonderful occasion with us.
Well done, Andrew.
Now it gives me immense pleasure to invite you all to stand and raise a toast to Mark and Louise, the new happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Dembowicz. Cheers.